Welcome to this information sharing mod review comparison video with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a showdown. We have a battle royale. Well, if the new premium edition, premium expansion with all the new root crops is not exciting enough for you, and I know with the base game stuff, and I know with the self-propelled harvester, the dwarf that comes with it, a lot of people have been trying to find alternative arrangements, let's just say that, for doing very, very big root crop harvests. Well, I was unavailable over the weekend, and of course this would happen, wouldn't it? A root crop revolution. We have, in the green corner, the Lizard Colossus Harvesters Pack by Chris S. and Riley S. That has had an update. I had a few people asking me, will it be updated? I said, I don't know. I assume so. When will it be updated? I don't know. It's been updated for the new premium expansion root crops. To the left, in the red corner, we have got the T4-40 multi-harvester pack by MarkThor. So, what this is about is looking at the options on both. This is helping you decide, one, if you want to use them, two, if you do want to use them, which one do you want to use, which suits your preference. Now, this may, for me, I may come out with a preference, a winner, if you will, but that doesn't mean it's going to be your winner. We'll just look at the options. I'll lay it all out there for you and say, look, this is what these do. This is what they've got. It's your choice to make. But it's very exciting. So the T4-40 Multi-Harvester Pack by MarkThor is new. And obviously the Colossus Harvesters Pack has had an update. But I used this recently. Unless I missed an option, part of this update is quite interesting. What shall I start with? I'll start with the update first, then we'll go on to the new mod. So we'll start with the update. So, the actual harvester itself isn't new. We've had the harvester as part of the pack for a while. So the harvester pack now has a regular harvester, has a sugar beet potato harvester, it has a forage harvester, and has a cotton harvester as part of the pack. It's 111.10 megabytes to download because you get sort of 4 pieces of equipment within that. This had potato and sugar beet headers that could go up to unreal speeds. The capacity of the harvester went up to unreal capacities. But again, I will stress this, you don't have to go with the unreal capacities if you don't want to. What I like about both of these mods is it's giving the option whether you want to or not. But the update has brought us the Colossus Premium Edition header has been added in, as I said, with some other little bits and bobs, which is rather nice. So if you haven't seen this before, we will go into our vehicles. We will go along to this way, beat technology. This way you'll find both of them. But if we go right out to the end, actually no, we come in one to the Colossus root harvester. We'll start with this. So this is where it starts off a little bit interesting, shall we say. So the Lizard Colossus harvester itself is 22 slots for the harvester and 353,000 for the base model. Looking to the side there, the TerraDOS T4-40 multi-harvester, that is only 15 slots and 200,000. So already you've got a, oh hello, 200 grand for that, 353 grand for that. So that's a cheaper option and less on your slot count. All right. So the root harvester, I'm not going to go through all the options because, like I say, the actual harvester itself hasn't changed much. There are some tweaks, but we have now got, so you've got sugar beet standard, so run it standard. Absolutely go for it. 43,000 litres, 26 miles an hour it will run on the road, and then whatever the header speed is. You can then go potato standard, so again, rather than having a separate potato harvester, you can run this. We've then got both unrealistic, so that goes from a 43,000 litre up to 253,300 litre tank capacity. Brilliant. If you want to do that, great, you don't have to. You've then got both ultra unrealistic, which takes it to a 2.5 million litre tank. If you want to go bonkers, again, don't have to. Then you've got only premium root crop standard. So that's now added in. So the premium root crops, premium expansion, our carrots, parsnips, and our red beetroot, you can have that. 43,000 litres, no problem. You can have it unrealistic, 253,300. But then it goes to all root crops, ultra unrealistic. So that does everything. So you don't have to have separate harvesters. You can do your potato, your sugar beet, your carrot, your parsnip, your red beet, all with that one harvester if you want to, with a 2.5 million litre capacity, which is nuts. Then we go on to the actual engine itself. So at 800 horsepower is 26 miles an hour. 1100 horsepower, 32 miles an hour. 1500 horsepower goes up to 46 miles an hour. 3000 horsepower takes us to 125 miles per hour. Again, you don't have to. You can just go standard 26 miles an hour. But if you want to get around the map a bit quicker, you absolutely can. We've then got a load of wheel. I'm not going to go through all the wheel brand options and wheel setup options. There's a load, but we do have a lot of options on this with regard to auxiliary lights, light colours, beacons, LEDs, then let's say red, green, blue. It runs through a whole load of options. Window tint options. You've got neon lights on there as well. You've got an underglow if you want. You've then got your main colour options. Anything on that palette. You've got your design colour option. Hang on. Get it again. There we go. Anything on that palette, cab color options. So we've got a load of options on it. That's the harvester. And we come out, go to our tools, and if we go to our beat technology, that's where you'll find, well, this is where you find the first sets of headers. So these were the ones that were originally part of the pack. So you've got sugar beet header standard, which will run at 10 miles an hour on the field, or you've got sugar beet header unrealistic, which will go at 90 miles an hour, depending on what horsepower you've gone for on your harvester. So if you've only gone for the smaller horsepower on the harvester, you can't go at 90 miles an hour on the road. You need to have the higher one. So that's your sugar beet. If you then go to potato technology, you'll find the potato headers for this in there. Again, potato header standard and unrealistic. But then if you come down to miscellaneous, it's not under, I thought it was going to be under vegetables technology, but it's not. If we come down to miscellaneous and we scroll across till we get to here, this is where you find the DLC root crop headers. This is the new one. So, again, standard, 4 meters wide, 10 miles an hour, or you can go for the unrealistic at 90 miles an hour. But here's where things get very interesting with these as well, because what we've now got, and I don't remember seeing this before, this may have been on here before, but I think this is part of this update. We've got standard 10 meter unrealistic width or 20 meter unrealistic width. So not only can you run at 90 miles an hour with the header across the field with a 2.5 million litre tank if you want to, you can have a 20 meter header width. The header stays the same, but what it's actually picking up is 20 meters. Then you've got your main color. Now, if I come back out and we go back up here, I'm pretty sure if we go to our potato technology and go back along to those, I'm pretty sure that's on all of them now. Yeah, standard 10 meter or 20 meter working width. If we come out of there and we go to our beat technology, oh, I might have only been unrealistic. There you go, standard 10 or 20. So, whew, that's the Lizard Colossus Harvester's Pack root crop harvester. So, 3000 horsepower, 125 mile an hour top speed, 2.5 million litre tank, max capacity if you want to go for it, 90 mile per hour header, up to a 20 metre header width if you want to. So let's switch our attention to the T4-40. We've already seen the T4-40 is cheaper, lower on the slot count as well. If we go back to the vehicles and we go to our beat technology and out to the end. So there it is. Click on that. Now, actually, something else you'll notice. Look on this one. You've got sugar beet, potato, carrot, parsnip, red beet. Terrados T4-40 multi-harvester. We've got our potato. We've got our sugar beet. It's also got sugar cane, cotton, carrot, red beet and parsnip. So it has got the option for doing some extra stuff on there. So again, that might edge you towards that one. Who knows? We've got a capacity of 60,000 litres. We've got a capacity of 250,000 litres. And we've got a capacity of 1 million litres. Now, you may think, oh, okay, that's 1 million litres. I know the other one's 2.5 million litres, but that's still 1 million litres. That's nuts. So maximum that will go up to is 1 million litres. So, okay. have a think. We've then got our T4-40 standard engine setup, 37 miles an hour. We've then got custom, takes us to 49 miles an hour. We've then got custom stage 1 remap, takes us to 62 miles an hour. We've then got the next one to 93 miles an hour. And then the final one takes us to 124. So the top speed you can go for is a mile an hour less than the Colossus. 1 mile an hour, that's all. 1 mile an hour less. So again, don't have to go for those options, but they are there. We've then got some wheel brand options. Michelin, Trelleborg, Mitas, BKT, Michelin, back to Trelleborg. Nothing within those. So again, that might be an option, a choice for you to decide between either one. We've then got hub colour, we've got main colour. So hub colour, anything on that palette, and there's a whole load to choose from. We've got main colour, again, anything on this palette. Now, because this is a new mod, so I'm showing you a bit more on that. We've then got design colour, which does the grills, which the other one does as well. Let's go for orange, maybe, I don't know. You then got rim colour, again, anything on that palette. And we've got a license plate option on there too. So it doesn't have as big a range of options on it as the Colossus. But I have to say, if this had come out and the Colossus Harvester 1 hadn't an update, you'd be looking at this thinking, okay, this is awesome. Because this is self-propelled, I can hire a worker, I don't have to run alongside it, and that was sort of one of the things I think a lot of people with the new root crops, everyone was like, okay, we've got new root crops, this is brilliant. And then everyone kind of went a bit, oh, you know, and I get it. Giants, keeping it realistic, and that's how you'd be doing it. And for the ultra realistic gamers, people are loving that. And don't get me wrong, I think it's brilliant. But because a lot of people wanted to go, let's go big, let's do big fields. We know what root crops are like. They're very high yielding. So even on a fairly small field, you're going to get a lot. So these options and these mods make that difference, which is absolutely brilliant. So that's the vehicle itself. If we then come out, we go to our tools, and you'll see here, if we go to our potato technology and scroll out, we've got the potato headers as part of this. Now these are 5.4 meter headers standard. There's no option to go wider than that. So the other one will go to 10 and 20. This is 5.4 meter headers, but we do have different speed options. So we've got a 12 mile an hour header, we've got a 24 mile an hour header, and we've got a 62 mile an hour header. Now again, that's not, you know, it's not a slouch over the ground. It's not as high as the Colossus, but that's still pretty impressive. We've only got an option for changing the main colour on that, and it has got the little icon thing on the front so you know what header you've got, because this can get quite confusing. If we go to our beat technology and we scroll out, we've then got out here, we've got our sugar beet headers, again 5.4 metres, and all of these come with, they're all 10 slots, when the slot counts will come down. So you've got your 12 mile an hour, 24 mile an hour, and 62 mile an hour. That's in all of these. So the same then with our beetroot headers. Then we come out from there and we go to, actually that's what I was going to look for, cotton, there we go. So you've got cotton headers if you're going to do cotton, which is, I think that's a big difference compared to that in the Colossus. I really do. Sugarcane technology, go into there, we'll go sugarcane headers, and again, you know, compared to the standard sugarcane harvester, which is only a 2 or 1.8 metre, let's go for that because I'm trying to remember now. What's that? 2 metre width header to a 5.4 with a massive capacity. That for some people is going to make a lot of difference to be able to do sugarcane and cotton with this. Anyway, I'm just showing you what's here. So we go from there, and I think we then go to, it wasn't under vegetable technology, I don't think either of them under vegetable technology. We come back down to miscellaneous and scroll out. Now the only difference here is we've already seen that under beet technology we've got our beetroot, red beet, we've then got our carrot headers, and we've got our parsnip headers. So I suppose to its advantage, the Colossus one, these headers, or you can get one header that will do all three, whereas in this pack you're going to have separate headers for each of the ones you're going to do. So again, that could guide your decision. But again, in the 12 mile an hour, 24 and 62, colour options, so, you know, and the prices aren't too expensive. They're pretty good for the headers. When you look at the that one there, that's 73,900 for the header, which is quite expensive. It does do all three, whereas if you go for a standard one there, it's 10 grand. And even at 20 grand, if you bought all three, it's 60 compared to 73.9. So again, just informing your decisions, your decision-making processes. So, how are we feeling? How are we feeling, people? Now, start this up. but 124 miles an hour. It does hang about getting around. Oh, these do actually, both these packs have headers, header trailers for them as well. I didn't show those as well. Sorry about that. This is a mod review, battle guide, information sharing. So there we go. There's the root header trailer for the Colossus pack. That one's for your regular header. That's the root header. That one starts at, well, that's 5 slots anyway, and we've got options on that for tyre choices, beacons, halogen or LED, and then coloured, I think, as well. We go through, yeah, different colours. Main colour options, again, if you want to change those, you can. Rim colour option and license plate. And then the T4-40 multi-harvester pack is a little bit more expensive, and the slot count on that one was 3. So less on the slot count, but a bit more expensive. So that's your header one for that. We've got hub colour, main colour, rim colour options. Nothing for lights and stuff. So there are header trailers that come with these packs as well. So let's put our beacons on, give that a go. Our horn, like I said, because this is new, not an update, this is kind of a mod review as well. Interior, nicely made. And the great thing as well, like I said, because you can hire a worker, it's just that in itself, that's a, I mean, dare I say, game changer. You know, it depends how you're viewing the root crop stuff, but honestly, 62 miles an hour, 12,000 litres of carrots in, done, bosh, sorted. That's one strip, 12,879 litres of carrots already in. Why is that not toggle steering mode? There we go. It was on turn steering originally. So that gives us a look at the sort of speed across the ground. But like I said, that one, because the headers are separate, although they are cheaper, this one it's around the back, so you can see it. It's this side, not the other side. There you go. That's your carrot header, so you know it's that one. Right. I have to say, I think rather impressive, don't you? Let's go back to this one. So let's start up now. With all the options that come with this, I've got lights, glowing lights. For turning, I've got underglow on there. So there are a lot more options on this, I have to say. And this will go a whole 1 mile an hour faster at its top speed. It does sound rather impressive. I think part of the update for this, it's had a load more. Sounds have been added, I think. I'm sure I've read that somewhere. Let's have a look. Changelog version 4.0.0.1. Additional wheel configurations, chrome colour options, new sounds to all harvesters. Vasily K98 forage harvester sound, decal options. Passenger script has been added to all harvesters if you've got the Kubota DLC. So yeah, it doesn't mention anything about the header widths though, which is curious. So now this is with the 20. So let's see what happens here. Right, let's set that off. So it shouldn't be a rat battle, it's a root battle. So in one pass, because it's got the extra width, and I know, I think people say, oh, it's not, no, it's not realistic. Of course it's not realistic. That's not the point of it. Or the configurations I've got them in, that's not the point of it. If you want the realistic options, they are there. They have realistic options. So if you just want a self-propelled harvester, you can hire a worker and it will run at standard speed, standard header width. That's there. The option is there to do that. So in one pass, this one has done 52,718 litres. So again, there's a 1 mile an hour top speed difference over the ground, depending on the header you've got. This one go at, was it 90? It said that one go at 62. But then if you've gone for the wide option on this, you will clear far more crop far quicker using the Colossus. But again, I mean, you're looking at, you know, it's negligible. You know, it will come down to little things like that. It really will. Or people will just go, oh, touch up the barge pole. Again, don't have to. Now, here's where things then alter a little bit. Because of the header situation with the root crops, if I now say, okay, I'm going to unload that. Let's just let's do pipe out. It's a lot. Right, so I've unloaded that. It's about a pipe in. If I now say, right, I want to go and do parsnips, I can, because this header will do all three. I suppose, like I say, the other thing to bear in mind is that the other harvester is separate headers. So I have got, where is it? It's around here somewhere. I can drive straight to my parsnip field and I can just do parsnips. I have got a parsnip version of the T4-40 over here. But again, because I've got the 20 meter width on this, I can just go straight into the parsnip field and wallop, off I go. Same harvester, same headers, same header should I say, because it's got that on the front. It will do all of those, that's fine. Whereas this one I've had to swap it out and I've got a different header, we've got a parsnip header on it. The harvester's the same, it's just a different header. And again, I honestly think it's a minor thing. You know, these are so very closely matched. I do have a preference, but like I say, because I feel they're so closely matched, I don't feel, not that it's not fair on the other modder. That's what I'm trying to put across. It will come down to your own personal preference. I like the ability to be able to go to 10 meter or 20 if you want to, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. And I suppose that's the other thing I really like about both of these, is both of them, it's not just, look, this is unrealistic, take it or leave it. It's like, well, you can go unrealistic, but you don't have to. And I like that. I think that's absolutely fantastic. So there we go. We're straight into parsnips and off we go, across the field. This one's a bit harder to do because we've got a diagonal on here. So if I stop around there, which is kind of where it flattens out, 27,052 litres of parsnip straight in the tank. It doesn't look like it's gone anywhere because of the capacity of the tank. And then this one, obviously, we'll run it as 5.4 metres. It's still going to run fast. It's still going to hold. I think I set this one on 250,000 litres. It's not to be sniffed at. So there we go. Route battle. Yeah. I think they're both brilliant. I really genuinely believe they're just both brilliant. And if you've been finding doing the new root crops a bit of a chore and you think, you know, yeah, to start off with it's cool, it's a new root crop, but actually I want to get a bit quicker with this, both these mods tick the box. We'll get to about the same point. Boom, there we go. 7,918, but again, it's not going to take you long to get across any field, and the fact they're self-propelled, you can hire a worker and you haven't got to worry. So you be the judge. Between the T4-40 multi-harvester pack by MarkThor or the Lizard Colossus harvester pack by Chris S and Riley S, I think they're both brilliant. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.